You know when you're just scrolling for inspiration on Google Images and something just jumps out at you? Might not be what you were originally looking for, but you know that it's perfect. Well, that is exactly how I felt when I saw this image. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. I hope you are all enjoying the holidays if you celebrate. For me, I am fully in the mood now. Once the tree went up, that was the thing that was like, yeah, it's Christmas now. Okay, so I originally had an idea for doing like a Christmas 60s style dress, primarily because of the short hair. I was thinking do something kind of Twiggy-esque. I thought that would be quite fun. But then I saw this image and I love it. This is not a dig or anything. If you like that style and you wear that style, you do you. I tend to be more alternative and stuff, and it's not my style. But this just made me smile because it is very of its time. And sometimes you just need to make a suit. The other reason why it grabbed my attention is because I have had a duvet cover sat in my stash for years now that I couldn't think of what to do with it. And it is this. It was $2.99, absolute bargain. But the thing that has put me off using it for anything is because on one side it is this, and on the other side it's houndstooth. So I was like, well, what project can I do that has got houndstooth on one part and then on the other part it's got like a houndstooth kind of plaid. So it's just sat there, it's just sat in the cupboard, not doing anything with it. And that's where this suit comes in, because I love that like the pants are different to the jacket, and you've got elements from the pants on the jacket with the pockets and the collar, and it just made me think this is a perfect project for that fabric. The other thing that has made this perfect is I have got a pattern. It is not in good nick. It is really not in good nick. I found this in a bin full of other miscellaneous patterns in a charity shop, and it has seen better days. It is definitely not factory folded. The other issue is that this is a miss size 10. I am definitely not a miss size 10. The pattern isn't exactly right. The inspiration, the pants look a bit more flared. These ones are straight cut. So that was one of the first things that I did, was to make these into flares. The jacket as well, I used a combination of my block pattern and this pattern so that I could keep the style lines exactly the same. But this is basically the same, apart from it's got a patch pocket rather than a welt pocket, and I have never ever done a welt pocket before in my life, so that will be fun. The biggest issue with this though was that I had to size it up 6 inches, which it's a lot. It was very complicated. But using my block pattern, I'm pretty sure I have got to a place where I am happy with it. As an aside, something that's quite fun about a pattern that's pre-cut, not factory folded, is getting a little insight into the previous owner. Because I noticed that they'd done the pants, but without the waistband for some reason. And they did the blouse, but without the sleeves. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Maybe they decided that they wanted a completely different waistband, so just patterned it themselves. And I'm guessing they decided that they wanted a sleeveless shirt. But yeah, the jacket they didn't even attempt. and the skirt they left. I'm guessing they already had a decent skirt pattern themselves. But yeah, it's always nice trying to like kind of create a little story around old patterns. So without further ado, let's start cutting out the fabric. Okay, so the first thing that I need to do is separate the two sides of the fabric. Because this is a heavier weight fabric, I'm not going to be able to do the thing where you just snip into it and rip. So I'm going to have to cut through the whole lot. I'm not too worried about leaving this end bit, purely because I did my mock-up with a single duvet cover as well. So I managed to get a rough idea of how much wiggle room I had. It's gonna be close. I've managed to get the pants down, and there should just be enough to get the pocket flaps. And then I've got this bit from the foldy over bit that I should be able to get the lapels out of. Okay, so pants are done. I did kind of whiz through them just because there's nothing that special about these. It's literally your standard darts in the front, darts in the back, waistband, hem. But yes, I used a metal zip on the side closure just because I'm actually really preferring side zips at the moment on pants. I'm finding that they just look a bit more flattering at the front. And also I got a big bag of like plastic black zips, and I've noticed that a lot of them are failing, so I thought I'd go for a metal one. And I actually used the button from the original duvet cover, so waste not, want not. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with these. I've tried them on, they look pretty good. Now onto the jacket. I do not have a lot of experience with making jackets. I've done Victorian, I've not really done modern. So in a rarity for me, I'm going to refer to the instructions. Luckily this does come with some, despite the state that this pattern is in. They seem reasonably detailed. The body I'm not that worried about putting together. It's mainly the collar. I did end up having to do the top collar piece in 2 pieces because I just didn't have enough fabric. So that's going to have a little seam in it, but that's not too bad, that's okay. I've got some interfacing as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for buttons yet. I'll have to have a little look through my stash, see what big ones I've got. But yeah, the other thing is the pocket. Like I said, the reference that's got welt pockets, this one has got patch pockets. So that is another thing where I am not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. I'll see if I've got any suitable fabric for making a welt pocket out of. Also, this pattern is for an unlined jacket as well, so it'll have to be a pocket bag that is going to work if the jacket's open. I'm actually talking myself out of it now. I'm thinking I'm just going to do patch pockets and then just have the contrasting pocket flap using this fabric. Yeah, just because I'm thinking that's going to actually look really kind of messy on the inside if it's not a lined jacket and I don't have anything to line it with. So that's that decision made for me then. So yeah, I am going to quickly do my darts and sew my princess seams for the front, and then I will catch up with you when I'm doing interfacing and all that kind of stuff. Right, pockets are on. Next, I need to attach the facing pieces. So, we are going right sides together. And we are going to sew around there. Hi, it is the next morning. My battery ran out. And we're just going to ignore whatever my hair's doing. I did get a lot done on the jacket yesterday while just chilling on the couch. We got the sleeves on. I put them on in my usual way, just sewing along the top to attach the sleeve and then doing down the arm and then down the side seam to complete everything. I got my facing pieces on and I stitched them down by hand last night. And I also got the bottom collar on. I've never attached a collar like this before, where you attach like the bottom part and then you attach the top layer separately. I've always kind of made the collar and then stitched like along one side. So I am feeling like this is going to be easier though, to just like stitch it like along there and then flip it. It'll make this stitching a lot neater at least. But yeah, once I've sewed this on, I've just got to do the buttons and buttonholes and some hemming, and then it is done. I'm hoping I can wear this to meet my mum to do Christmassy things, but I am meeting my mum at 1 o'clock and it is 9:30. So hopefully, if I get my butt in gear, I'll be able to get this finished to go and see her. Well, that's off to a good start. It's the wrong way round. Now it's the correct way round. I'm just thankful I caught it then, instead of when I'd actually made it. Okay, so final thoughts. This project has taught me a lot of lessons which I didn't expect from a random 1970s pantsuit pattern. One of the main ones being laziness. The jacket has got some fit issues, mainly in this sort of area. It didn't have to, but I was lazy. I did a mock-up for the body of it, and I did cut out a mock-up sleeve, but I thought, nah, it'll be all right. It wasn't all right, because I need my sleeve to come forward a little bit more. And I should have known that, because on my block, my sleeve is like this sort of shape. So I already know that I need a little bit more fabric here. But I thought, that'll be all right. And it wasn't all right. The other thing is overcompensation. It is a little bit big in some areas, like the waist and especially the back. I can pinch out a good 2 inches or something in the back. And that is because I was worried that because this is jacket, I will be wearing it over the top of a jumper. I was thinking, oh, I need to add a little bit more. I didn't need to add as much as I did. So that is another lesson learnt. I think next time I do something like this, because there are elements of this that I really like I do love how the collar turned out. I thought that was really good, and I do love the pockets, and especially with them being the same print as the pants. I really like things like that. But I think next time I try to make a jacket, I am just going to use my block, because I know that that fits me. I don't have to worry about making lots of adjustments and stuff, because it is made for my figure. The pants, on the other hand, I love the pants. I really do. They're a little bit more high-waisted than I would have liked. I did use the 70s pants pattern to do like how high-waisted they should be. And you know, they're maybe like half an inch too high. They're also on a little bit of a slant. They come up a little bit higher at the front than they do at the back, but with me that's to be expected. I learnt a lot from that pants pattern, because I needed to size it up 6 inches, but it wasn't like a uniform 6 inches. So comparing it to my pants block, I was like, okay, so the front doesn't actually need that much changing. It just needs the waist increased a little bit. The back needed a lot of work. Most of those 6 inches went into the bum. So because I wanted to keep all the style lines and stuff the same, I had to figure out how to adjust that pattern to make it fit my butt. And I think I've come up with a really good way of doing it. And I will do a new pants video at some point in 2026, because I'm really happy with this way of doing it. Overall though, I think this has been a successful project. I have got a reasonably good suit that if in an emergency I needed to look like a professional, I could wear this and the fit issues wouldn't be that bad, because store-bought stuff will probably have similar issues. So it would just look like it was a store-bought suit from the 70s. I've had that great learning experience making it, and most of all, I did manage to get it finished in time to see my mum for Christmas, which is what I wanted to make it for. I wanted an outfit that I could go and see my mum and it look vaguely Christmassy, and where I'd just look nice instead of wearing like jeans and a Christmas jumper. And it was nice. We went and had coffees and stuff, and it was lovely. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. I am very, very full even still. I've eaten 3 roasts at this point. But yeah, looking forward to the new year and what that will bring. I'm not going to set myself a proper 2026 goals video, because every time I set myself a whatever year goals like thing, I never end up doing it, and then I end up feeling bad. So I am just going to say that in 2026 we will get a good mix of general sewing, vintage historical type things and cosplays, as well as maybe some other random things as well. I still really want to have a go at making some doll clothes. My next video is going to be a cosplay because Fallout is currently on Netflix and I really want to make like a proper vault suit, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then doing all the little YouTubey things will be very much appreciated. Like, comment, share, it really does help the algorithm. YouTube is saying that you might enjoy this video next, and I will see you next time. Happy New Year!